Why play Irelia Top? Well, she brings tons of damage. She honestly has way too many dashes, she can farm incredibly easily, and she's great at both split pushing and team fighting. However, she does fall off late game compared to other top laners, and she does have a few bad matchups against some of the more bruisery top laners. Irelia's passive is each time she uses an ability on an enemy, she gains a stack which lasts for 6 seconds. This can stack up to 4 times. For each stack, Irelia gains a chunk of attack speed, and when fully stacked, her attacks deal bonus damage on hit. Her second passive is enemy champions and large monsters hit by her E or ultimate are marked as unsteady, and we'll come on to what unsteady does when we talk about her Q. Irelia's Q is a point-and-click ability which dashes her to an enemy. Upon reaching her target, she deals damage, applies any on-hit effects, and heals herself a small amount. And this ability deals a good amount of additional damage to minions. In addition, if the Q kills the target, the cooldown is reset, which makes it amazing for farming. And if this is used on a target marked as unsteady by her E or ultimate, the cooldown is also reset, giving her tons of uses of this ability. Irelia's W is a skill shot which deals damage in a straight line and to enemies nearby. Upon pressing it, it charges up the ability where it deals more damage the longer it's charged. In addition, while charging, it reduces physical damage taken by a massive amount and magic damage taken by a smaller amount. In addition, this ability cannot be interrupted by CC, and it can even be used while CC'd. Irelia's E is a point-and-click ability which sends a blade to a point on the floor. It can then be used again to send out another blade to another point on the floor. After the second blade is placed, they immediately fly towards each other, damaging, stunning, revealing, and applying unsteady to all enemies hit. In addition, the second use of E can be cast while dashing with Q, and it can actually be used at the same time as her ultimate. Irelia's ultimate has a passive where her Q gets a good amount of additional cooldown reduction. The active is a straight line skill shot, and after hitting an enemy champion will explode outwards into a diamond shape. Enemies hit by this take damage and are revealed. Enemies hit by the expanding blades are knocked away, but this does not make them airborne. Once these blades are out in their diamond shape, if an enemy goes through them, they take a good amount of magic damage and are heavily slowed. For combos, a good all-in is use your ultimate into your Q followed up by an auto attack. Follow up with your E into an auto attack, Q into an auto attack, and then Q again followed up with your W as needed. And when you're in lane, a good combo is to use Q onto a minion nearby your enemy. As long as this last hits the minion, you get the cooldown back. This puts you right next to your enemy for more auto attacks and your E, and as long as you hit your E, you still have 2 additional dashes. For matchups, Irelia is amazing into ranged laners where she can easily keep dashing at them over and over again, and she can struggle against true bruisers who outvalue her in the 1v1. For runes, take this, she procs Conqueror incredibly fast. For build order, start Blade and Pot into tier 2 boot and a Blade of the Ruin King. After this, a Wit's End into Jack shows are great pickups, but if they've got no magic damage threats, you can skip Wit's End, and then finish your build with any of these as needed. For skill orders, start Q, then E, then W before maxing Q, then W, then E, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game, your main focus is going to be on farming, which is brilliant for Irelia as your Q makes this incredibly easy, and the way to make this even easier is by taking good trades. As often as possible in lane, you want to have your passive fully stacked, and the best way to do this is by simply farming minions with your Q. When this is fully stacked, look for any of your combos to engage. Entering the mid game, you are great at both split pushing and team fighting, so if you get more pressure split pushing, go for that, but if your team needs you, push out your lane, then group up. Entering late game team fights, you want to play the assassin role. I cannot stress enough, do not be your team's engage. Wait for the fight to start, then dive into their backline. Use your ultimate for massive disruption in the team fight while you blow up their carry. After you've killed the carry with all your dashes, simply jump on to the next target.